Okay, yeah, I'll be back. No, sorry for I have a phone call, so I make like a little bit late for you. But okay, I come back to the question from the chat. No, the first is the for qualitative program to prove the capacity of technical staff. We conduct interlibrary comparison. Is it okay? So this is the capacity in terms of analysis, in terms of lab that testing homogeneity, stability. No, so you use the interlab comparison is okay. But if this is for the capacity for the technical staff, it means okay, the one that dealing with the PTP in let's say in microbiology. So it means they have to have the training like we have training on 17043, training on let's say if they have in terms of quantitative in the page count, total page count, they have to use the program as the quantitative. They have to attend the training on 13528 or other related training. So you don't need to have the one that graduated from the statistics. No, you don't need, but you need to have the capacity of person in terms of that activity, especially the one that taking part in the statistics. So the training is enough. In this meaning is you have to consider about the education. So you have to have like scientific way, no, not the one that finish from business and then they responsible for the statistics. It may some doubt about why we have choose this person to act as the statistician for this program. So this is like for qualitative. For quantitative program, it is necessary to perform interlab. Again, if the one that responsible for homogeneity testing, stability testing, yes, they have to pass the accreditation of 17023 or 17025 or 15189. Yeah, this is the way that we do. But if it is not have the one that accredited, so you may have at least validate the method that you use. You have to choose the like the protocol of the ISO 17025 or 18189. So it depends on the requirement. In summary of this is you looking for the one that responsible for that job and then make a qualification, make a training record, make everything that related to the knowledge. So I think I answer this question first. I don't know that it's enough for the question. Okay, we may come back at the end of the training again. Okay. So the next part of the requirement is in the management system, but the management system is nearly the same. So the summary is from there is cost 8 was arrived with the most recent version of this one. Yeah, the requirement reflect the current best practice in management system of the PT, including consideration of risk and opportunity. This is the key main point that about this requirement. Like similar to the diagram here, the risk management, when you have the sheets like this, so if you can have the list, so you can stop something at the beginning. Similar to the virus COVID-19, so we have the experience before. There are many steps, many regulation, many activity that to protect the list from the COVID. Yeah, this is the same. So in the PT, you have to think about sample preparation, sample storage, sample handling, every step. They also have the list. So you have to do what is the list of each step until reporting to the participant. Okay, the management system number 8 in the new version. They have generation requirement management system, control management, control of record, action to assess the list and opportunity, improvement, corrective action, internal audit, management review. Okay, no, the number 8 is change the number, but the inside is nearly the same. Okay, 8.1.1, the PT provider shall establish, document, implement, maintain a management system to support and demonstrate the consistent fulfillment of the requirement of this document and the scope of PT activity. So, I think in the PTP that already accredited by DSS, so you already did it's a good job. So I think you already done in this course. 8.1.2 management system of the PT provider shall include at least policy, responsibility, management system document, control of management document, control of record. Action of address list, this is the new one that you need to do more on the list and opportunity. The other, I think you already have, no? Improvement you have, corrective action you have, choice you have, management you have. This is the regular activity that we have, except the list and opportunity. 8.1.t, PT provider may meet the previous requirement by establishing, implementing, maintaining the quality management system in accordance with the requirement of ISO 9001. The quality management system shall support and demonstrate the consistent fulfillment of the requirement of this document. A PT provider management shall provide evidence of the commitment to the development and implement of management system and to continue improving the effectiveness. So another keyword is the improving the system. So you have to improve your management system. Okay, this is an example that from the AppLab, that received this slide from the AppLab. Okay, you can see this is the example that for the certified 90 management system. For seeking accreditation, the ISO 17043 may establish management system in accordance with ISO 9001. In such a way, the system may not be assessed in full by the AB subject and to all of the following here. So this is like if you apply 9001 system, it means the requirement for management is nearly the same. So I think this is like if you read by yourself, the example from APAC. Okay, come back to the new version here again. This is the course reference that I make it as example for you if you have like this. So in your recent version that you have, which is in your document, what is the number that you refer to? 8.2 on the management system documentation, the policy and objective shall assess the competence, impartiality, consistent operation of the PT provider. This is like the policy that you already have. Just refresh you again, on the management system. But someone in the laboratory may not familiar with this requirement. So let's understand together about how the management person take care on these requirements. You can see from the previous accreditation, most of them, the NC or the car that you got mostly from the management system, because there are a lot of aspects that to be considered. But for the technical point of view, it's very straightforward. So when you did something wrong, then you have to pass on that part. 8.2.1 The policy and objective shall address the competence, impartiality, already mentioned. All personnel involved in the PT activity shall have access to the part of management system, documentation, and related information that are applicable to their responsibility. So it means the same, no? This is the same. For control management system document, the number is changed. The PT provider shall control the document, both internal and external, that related to the fulfill of this document. The PT provider shall ensure that documents are approved and adequate prior to issue by authorized personnel. Documents are periodically reviewed and updated. So this is the one that some PTP may not pass this criteria. So I think, okay, you have to have the step of review the document from time to time. Let's say once per year, 2 times per year, and have some committee or someone to review it. The change and current version status of document are identical. This is, I think, the system you already have. This version that you use, the date of issue that you use, the relevant version of applicable document are available at the point of use, and distribution is controlled. So this is also general, the ISO, no? The documents are unique identified. So this is the same. Everything have to have only unique. The unintended use of obsolete document is preventing, and suitable identifier is applied to them if they are retained for any purpose. Yeah, usually when we have the obsolete document, we have like to discard from the shelf, but okay, you have to have this policy. 8.4 The PT provider shall establish and retain reachable record to demonstrate fulfillment of the requirement of this document. The PTP shall implement and control needed for the identification, storage, protection, backup, archive, retrieving, retaining, time, and disposal of record. So this is many steps that I think for the management person already done in your PTP team. The PT provider shall retain record for a period consistent with a contractual obligation. Asset of the record shall be consistent with the confidential commitment, and record shall be readily available. 8.5 Action at Death List and Opportunity. This is the one that I said. Maybe you didn't have this requirement. So you have to do. The PTP shall consider the list and opportunity associated with the PT activity. You have to identify, and see the opportunity. Okay, in order to give assurance that management system achieve its intended result, to enhance desirable effect, to achieve the purpose and objective of the PT provider, to prevent or reduce the undesirable impact and potential failure in the PT activity, and also to achieve the improvement of the PT program. The PT provider shall plan to have an action to address this list and opportunity, and how to integrate and implement this action into the management system, and how to evaluate the effectiveness of this action. Address, integrate, implement, and evaluate. Action taken to address this and opportunity shall be proportional to the potential impact on the validity of PT scheme. Note 1. The example of addressing list, including the developing of statistics for preventing corruption between participants, and performing a feasibility study to evaluate the base transport condition for the PT item of the PCT. So this is the list that you may found. So the example for this one is you have to have like some activity before you running the routine. So to see that, okay, these parameters are stable or not when you transport for the PT program. Opportunity, example opportunity can lead to the expanding the scope of the PT activity, increasing the number of participants in the scheme, making PT scheme more effective. This is an example of opportunity that you can improve in your PT program. For the improvement, 8.6, the PT provider shall identify and select opportunity for the improvement and implement any necessary action. Opportunity for improvement can be identified through the review of the operational procedure, the use of policy, the overall objective, the audit, the corrective action management review, suggestion from personal risk assessment, analysis, and internal assessment. So the way that we got the opportunity for improvement, they may got from external and internal body. So yeah, external we may got from the assessment that you can say, oh, this is opportunity. For the internal audit, you may find some that, oh, it is one of the opportunities for us to improvement. So this is like the way that we got for opportunity. The PT provider shall seek the feedback of both positive and negative from its participant and customer. The feedback shall be analyzed and used to improve the management system, PT activity, and customer and service. The example is the type of feedback include participant or customer certificate, satisfaction survey, communication record, or review report with the participant or customer. So this is again the way that we can got the improvement by participant or by the customer that we use. The next is corrective action. When the NC occur, non-conforming occur, the PT provider shall react the non-conformity and take action to control and correct it. Address the consequence, evaluate the need of action to eliminate the cause of non-conformity in order to that it does not recur or occur elsewhere. By review, analyze the NC. By determine the cause of NC. By determine if the similar NC occur, it can potentially occur. Implement any action needed. Review effectiveness of the any corrective action. Update the list and opportunity determined during the planning, and make change the management system if necessary. This is the way for the corrective action. Corrective action shall be appropriate to the effect of the non-conformity encountered. The PT provider shall retain record as the evidence of the nature of non-conformity cause and any subsequent action taken. The effectiveness of any corrective action. So when we have from general, when we have the internal, external, or any sources of even the complaint or the one that from the customer or participant, when you got, so we can see about the problem, and if it is have the problem, so you have to have the corrective action. From the corrective action, you may have the improvement after your correction. So this is like you can do the step by step like this. You will got the list and opportunity in the same time. The internal audit, I think you already did again. So as you can see from management system, those are the same from the previous version, except the list and opportunity. The internal audit, you have to conduct internal audit at planned interval to provide information whether management system are conform to the PT provider requirement and to the requirement of this document, and also is effective, implement and maintain. The PT provider shall plan, establish, implement, maintain internal audit program, including many things here. Frequency, method, responsibility, planning, requirement, report. Take consideration. Ensure the internal audit are performed by personnel knowledgeable in conduct activity. Audit and the requirement of this document audit person are independent objective being audit. This is the one that some laboratory, some PTP may got the NC from this part. When you have the internal audit person, so you have to have seeking for the one that have the knowledge on that field, and also it have to be independent from the activity. We found some laboratory that have deputy of director that related to the activity to act as the one that do the internal audit. It means it look like audit themselves, so it's not acceptable because they have the bias at all. Define the audit criteria and scope. Okay. Ensure the result of audit are reported to relevant management. Implement appropriate correction and corrective action without undue delay. We have to setting about this correction. Retain record as an evidence of implement of the audit program and the audit result. Okay, for the 8.9 for the management review, the PTP management shall review its management system at the plan interval the same. In general, in the ISO system, we have to set, okay, what is the period of internal audit, and then you have the time for corrective action after internal audit activity finished. Let's say leave about 1 month for correction of the problem, and then the next activity is management review. After finish everything, because the management review it will include the internal audit. Okay, the PTP management shall review its management system at the plan interval in order to ensure in continuous suitability, adequacy, and effectiveness, including the state of policy objective related to the fulfill of this document. The input of management review shall be recorded and shall include information below here. Change in internal and external issues that are related to the PT. Fulfill of the objective, suitability of policy and procedure, status of action from previous management review. If you have last year, you have management review and you have the action that to do something, okay, this year you have to consider it again. This is finished, this is continuous. Outcome of recent internal audit. This is the one that I said. You have to plan the internal audit first, and then outcome that you finish the collection. For my lab, I set the internal audit around September. The management review we set around December. So it means in the August, September, October, November, we have the time to internal audit, to collection, to improvement everything, and then the December we will have the management review. The corrective action that you have in the record, the assessment by external body if you have, because the round that we assess you, I can't remember. Let's say 2 years we assess you. This is the assessment that you need to include in the management review. Change in the volume and type of the work in the range of PTFDT. If you change something, let's say change personnel, change document, change anything, you have to let the top, okay, The management review is the activity that the top of organization have to know everything about the management system. It means you have to fix the day that, let's say, our director is available. So we set up according to our director and report everything here. Customer, participant, and personal feedback. Yeah. How many feedback? How many appeal? How many complaint? And how to correction in every item. Effectiveness of any improvement. Do you have any improvement? Let's say you extend the scope of the PTP. So this is the one that you planning, and then how about the effective that you have? Adequacy of the resources. So this is the one way that you can ask for the funding for the buy a new improvement, buy request for a new staff. So this is the activity that you can tell the top management, the director. The result of this identification, this is the one that we never did it before, no? For your previous version, you didn't have this. So you have to do the risk assessment. So you may have the committee to have like a meeting to consensus about each step, and then identify and make a list correction. And after that, finally in the management review, you have to report the result that you have, outcome of the surveillance of the process. So this is another activity that you may have to report the outcome of the surveillance. And other related factors such as training of the new staff, training of the new coming version. The output from management review shall record all decisions and actions related to at least the effectiveness of the management system, the improvement of the activity related to fulfill of the requirement, the provision of the requirement resources, any needed for change. This is like we have to do. Okay, that's all from the updating of the 17043. So I am sure that you also have the question. So maybe I open the floor to you to ask about any question about since the morning. So this is because of I hope that you already have the experience in previous version. So we just like wrap up about the one that I think you need to improve. You can say that. Okay. Are there any questions? No? Okay. In summary, so the main thing that we have to do when you need to change the version is, so if you don't want to create a new version document, so you may have a cost reference of the previous version that you have. Let's say in partiality, you are in the 3.1, and now the new version in 4.1, something like that. And you cost reference from each other that in every requirement, you fulfill all the requirements. You may have a list of every requirement that, okay, this is like a table. I usually prefer you to do as a table of 2 columns. The first on your document, the second column is in the new version. So we can call, okay, if we want to see internal audit, what it should be the new version, the process, anything. No, this is the one that you can do very easy is you just create this. The second that you need to do is to run the activity of list management. No, I don't know that have you have experience in the list management before? Someone, please. Do you have any experience on the list management? No. I don't know that, but sorry that I didn't have in English. No, I may share to you about the list that I did, but sorry that in Thai. No. So we have the step. Let's say this is a request tender, no, from the contact. So are there any list that we have and about the impact that we have, and you have to identify. We it mean not only one person, no. You have to have, I said, as a meeting to work together. You have to identify about these items. Are there any livelihood and how many impact? So this is like when we multiply by 2 and 2, it we evaluate the list by low, medium, high, and very high. So if the one that you give, let's say we give this item, no, this item is very high list. It means the score is over 12, 3 multiplied by 4 here. So this is list is identified that based on 4 by 4 category. I think it's enough for identify the list. And after that, when you got the score, this is it indicate that this is the high list in this activity. This means that you have to do the management of list. It means you have to have the action of this list, how to solve it, how to manage it, and how to protect, not recur it again. So we do like this for each activity. Yeah, you can see activity 2, activity, but sorry in Thai language, no. But I can show to you that a lot of activity that we have to do, and we may end up with, let's say this is in last year we have 5. This is the year that we have. Year in Thai, this is the Thai year. So this maybe you can use 23, and this is the number of the list that we have to manage for this year. You can see the list is a lot of activity, but you can identify only the very high list to manage it in this year. Next year, you have to re-evaluate again, no? And it may have the new one, and the livelihood may change from this year to next year. The impact also may be the same or change. It depends on you. So this is like activity that you need to do. No? I can summary to you that only 2 activities, no, that you need to improve by include the list and opportunity, seeking list and opportunity. From the list, you can got the opportunity by your collection or your manage the list, and after that you will got opportunity. Which one from 5 number that we have from 5 activity? Maybe you will got opportunity 1 is okay. So opportunity is depend on how which one that you can have opportunity to improve. For the other, I think just only some related wording, related sentence that you need to improve. So I think it's not so much work for you for the new version. No, is it clear? I see for the chat there are. Can you give me the form? Why? But it is in Thai. Maybe I don't know the SS has or not. I think you can searching from the Google. There are like you can searching the list management. They have many protocol how to working with. So this is like for me we again we identify first identify and identify the likelihood how often that they occur and identify the impact how much the impact that they have and multiply these two factors together and to do a score of the list, the level of the list, and then you select the very high list to manage. Yeah, there are no requirement how many lists that we have to take action. No, some year we may take only 2. For me, the first year we take action 5, but later on next year we can reduce only 2 action. Yeah, it depends on the action that you happen in your list. No. Again, list you can identify from the process of the PT, from the selection of your sample, for sample preparation, sample handling, sample storage, distribution, homogeneity, stability, assign value, evaluation, report, yeah, many lists that you can identify on each activity. But if you have the experience, this is why I said, please do the list assessment by yourself. Just have a group because some likelihood you need to ask other people, not only you, because the list is list of organization, not only list of your activity. Someone say that, oh, they have so many complaints. It means that this is not good in terms of why we got a lot of complaints for the PTP. So this indicates that you have a high risk and high impact. So you need to solve first. How to solve? You have to do. Looking for the Google. I think nowadays the list management, a lot of knowledge is in the Google. For the form you can create by yourself, I think, but the idea is the same. This is not the format, the one that I show you, not the format. You can modify as you want. Okay. Are there any questions? Until now, I think I already tried to wrap up about the new version to you every requirement, both the technical and management. But the key aspect is in the technical aspect, not that you need to develop, to make a change of the technical aspect. The management may be the same, except the number. And don't forget about risk and opportunity. Okay, I finish. If there are no more questions, okay. Thank you. Thank you everyone that attending until now. I hope that I share with you for the idea for the beginning of the new version. For more information, please read more detail and based on the assessment that we assess you. I think you already have the core value of the PTP. So you just add up with some more requirement. I hope that you will fulfill the new version soon. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you อาจารย์คุณเจษ
Thank you.
Okay ค่ะ
Can I
Thank
leave?
you. Okay. Thank you Associate Professor Dr. Kanchi Chupasong for the presence on the knowledge and the sharing the idea and experience for each other. And important is the thank you for your kind attention. I hope today's training course has given your knowledge, insight, and information to which can be used in the practical manner. And the last is the everyone's please complete the certification survey that I put the link in the Zoom chat. Okay, you can see it. You can scan QR code on the Zoom. Okay. Before you leave for the meeting, please complete the certification survey on me to improve about the training, manage the training cost next time. Thank you. If you finish to do a certification survey, you can leave from the meeting. Yeah. For the certification that when I finished, I sent to you without to your email that you enroll in the register form. Thank you. Okay. Thank you everyone for the certification survey.